EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready? Let's get it. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 52. 8, 8.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Check 45. 8. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Watch twitch. Gun.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double time. 4 down. Hey, 8 is yours. Count. 8. Get it.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Set. The set, ready? Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 8. 45. 45. Check.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. counter. Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, white 25, 54. Check, 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 check.
Now Ryan on second down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, let's go.
Ryan now to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
54, south.
On first down, it's Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 21.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Stop your whining.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Watch the whip.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 22 yards there, a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. 20.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Flush. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured late. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Ready. there, 54 Mike. And watch the lag.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Looking deep for Julio. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. We have hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
Gun.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Freeman again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At their own 19-yard line.
That's it. 180. Mike 45. And I can reach traps. Let's go. Check 31. Check 8.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Mike.
180. Great.
Undercut. 8.
What is it?
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 30. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Gun. Express! Great.
45, Mike, 45. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Like 25!
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready.
Throwing again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
20. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got?
Following the fumble recovery, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu. Good for an Atlanta first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ryan now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. 10th carry for Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, ready. Mike 59. Watch the screen. Pass.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? That's caught at the 3. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Gun.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check right 45. Here we go. Get it.
From the gun, here's Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a first down past the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 83 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now it's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80. Check. Watch 54. It's our field.
Again, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So this one is over.